मन चाहे राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda Sri Radhe, Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Sri Radhe. Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra. Jagannath Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra. Jaya Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Gaura Hari. Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaura. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhu, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Guru, Sai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Sai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Sai Gaur Hari Bol. ये नाम संकीर्तनम की जय, जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीलोचन दास ठाकुर आविर्भाव तिथि महामहोत्सव की ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकीं। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 78, the killing of Dantavakra and Romarshana. Text we are reading is 4 and 5. 5 and 6. Okay, 4 is yesterday. 6th is there on the board. Text number 6 we are reading. Tari anaranyam upayami agnya मित्राणां मित्रवत्सला बन्धुरूपम् अरिं हत्वा व्याधिं देहाचरं यता तर्हि अनर्यम् उपयामि अग्ना मित्राणां मित्रवत्सला बन्धुरूपं हरिं हत्वा व्याधिं देहाचरं यता तर्हि अनर्यम् उपयामि अग्न्या मित्राणां मित्रवत्सला बन्धुरूपं हरिं हत्वा व्याधिं देहाचरं यता अनन्यम् उपयामि यज्ञा। तनिम् अनन्यम् उपयामि अज्ञा मित्राणां मित्रवत्सला बन्धुरूपं हरिमत्वा व्याधिं देहचरं यथा तनिम् अनन्यम् उपयामि अज्ञा मित्राणां मित्रवत्सला बन्धुरूपं हरिमत्वा व्याधिं देहचरं यथा. What word meaning? Tarhi, then anarnyam, payment of my debt. Upayami, I will achieve. Agya, O unintelligent one. Mitranam, to my friends. Mitra Vatsala, whom I am affectionate to my friends. Bandhu, of a family member. Rupam, in the form. Arim, the enemy. Hatva, having killed. Vyadim, a disease. Deha, dehacharam, in one's body. Yata, like. Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, Abhay Chanaravinda, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Then, O unintelligent one, I, who am obliged to my friends, will have repaid my debt to them by killing you, my enemy disguised as a relative, who are like a disease within my body. Purport. According to the Acharyas, the word Agya indicates that in comparison to Lord Krishna, no one is more intelligent. Further, the word Bandhu Rupam indicates that Lord Krishna is actually everyone's true friend. And Vyadim indicates that Lord Krishna is the super soul, the object of meditation within the heart, who takes away our mental distress. Furthermore, the Acharyas translate the word Hatva as Gnatva. In other words, by knowing Krishna properly, one can actually liberate all of one's friends. Text 5 we are reading. Tvam matuleho na Krishna mitra मित्रादृन्मां जिज्ञांससि अतस्त्वं गदया मन्द अनिष्ये वज्रकल्पया. Translation. You are our maternal cousin, Krishna, but you committed violence against my friends, and now you want to kill me also. Therefore, fool, I will kill you with my thunderbolt club. Purport. The Acharyas have given the following alternative grammatical division of the third line of this verse. Atastvam Gadaya Amanda, in which case Dantavakra says, my dear Lord Krishna, you are Amanda, not foolish, and therefore with your powerful club you will now send me back home, back to Godhead. This is the inner meaning of this verse. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्तुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यं जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नित्कृपातमं वन्दे श्री गुरुदेवता। Hare Krishna. Seeking the blessings of the devotees to speak something from Srimad Bhagavatam, wonderful section going on of killing Viryaras of Lord Krishna and what lessons we can learn from this Bhagavatam. So seeking the devotees' blessing so that I can speak something for my own purification and for the glorification of Lord Krishna. Yeah, so this verse, Dantavakra section is going on. Yeah, earlier last class we were discussing about the Shalva was doing so much of tapasya, that whole 1 year eating only dust. And for the whole 1 year he was eating dust to get Lord Shiva's blessings. And finally he got the blessings, but then he was being killed. That was the conclusion of the last chapter which you have seen. How Lord easily uh, liberated him and sent him back to his original place, or give him a liberation from this material world. And then we see that his friends now got, just like the Salva was disturbed because his friend Shishupal was being killed. Hmm. And he raised this attack. And then when Krishna took away Rukmini, so from there it started all, because of Rukmini's desire. Right? And Krishna, to please his devotees, right? So much of the backtrack which is happening, that so many of the demons one after another are coming and attacking Krishna. So Shishupal over, Salva over, and now the case of Dantavakra. And you can see the kind of the foolishness the Dantavakra had. You've seen that already Shishupal was being killed. Salva did so much of tapasya and get the that kind of a airship which he can disappear, appear, and then even that Krishna easily killed him, liberated him, right? And still now Dantavakra is also running towards that, that no, without having that knowledge that what is Krishna, and he is thinking that he is trying to help his friends, Bandhurupam. Bandhurupam is of Krishna is saying Mitrana Mitra Vatsala. Because I am affectionate to my friends, I will fulfill the debt by killing you, Krishna. So this is how the foolishness, the people they don't understand who is the Lord, right? And they, of course, one good thing is that they are running towards the Lord only, so they will get liberated. Anyways, by the touch of the Lord, even if somebody said na kama sarva kamova moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena ejeta purusham para. You're having full desires or no desires, right? Somebody is going to the Lord for asking, it is always good. It should be encouraged. Right? Even though they may be coming, sometimes even we, Prabhupada says in one of the lectures, even sometimes the devotees also come to Krishna consciousness with different motives. प्रसाद अच्छा मिलता है, कीर्तन अच्छा रहता है, और some kind of devotee association is very good. ये लोग कुछ ये नहीं करते हैं, अच्छा रहते हैं, अच्छा लोगों के संग में रहना चाहिए. So like that people come with different motives, or they got some wish of their or desire is got fulfilled. So they are happy and they want to come to the devotees association. It is not wrong to have to come to Krishna with different motives. But having come once, Shri Shri Nitai Gauranga Bhagwan ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande. So having coming to Krishna with different motives or Krishna consciousness, it's not wrong. Because definitely people have different motives they come. But once having come, when we start practicing Krishna consciousness in the association of devotees, then we come to know about what is right, what is wrong, what was my desire earlier, and how it is not conducive to Krishna consciousness. How can we dovetail the desiring Krishna consciousness? That should be done. So here also we see the demons running towards Krishna, right, and Krishna is delivering them from this world to go to a better place, right? And they give up this anartha of their envy and anger which they are, which the soul is holding it, thinking that Krishna is this worst enemy. That is saying, bandhu rupam arim atva. You are like a bandhu. Yes, definitely Krishna is like a bandhu. That's what acharyas are also saying. Krishna is the best well-wisher, best relative. Right? Otherwise, we see that the people of this world, they say that they are bandhus. Till that time, you write some amount of money on their name. कोई ऐसा ऐसा कुछ इवेंट हुआ था, कलकत्ता में हुआ था कि one person was actually, what happened was that he was staying in different place, so his relative was staying in Calcutta, so he's got a new house. So then he thought that his relative is already staying outside and paying the money as a rent. So then he thought that better my relative can stay in my house, and whenever I come I'll use it, otherwise he can use the house. So he given with a thinking that is my relative, is my friend, is my close person. He gave it. But after some days, what happened was that that relative started saying that this is not your house, this is my house. He made a fake papers and he has made in such a way that the owner was in complete anxiety. And finally, it went to the court case, and that fighting went on, and almost the owner has lost the house. How he made the cases and all we don't know, but he made it. So this is how the bandhus of this world. It's a glimpse of it, and every day we all see the newspapers, keep reading about it. Even the brothers, sisters fighting for the land, killing their own family, right? And then putting them under the ground in their house only. They have dumped them and kept it in their house. After some days of investigation, they came about it. This is all we keep hearing about it. So this is all the bandhus of this world. And this is the reality actually. Right? The people are running after the sense gratification because that is the motivation. Right? And they are ready to do anything for that. But people don't know that. They think that these are our relatives, these are our friends, like that they think. Here, Dantavakra is also thinking that Krishna is the enemy. You are like a bandhu, but you are not the bandhu. But he is thinking that the other friends, so-called friends which he had, like Salva or Sishupal, is thinking that they are my real friends. And to show affection to them, I am fighting. See what happened? Foolishness is that he got killed. No. So that's why we have to know that who is a bandhu, who is our relative, who is our friend, who is a well-wisher. Right? The devotees are our real well-wishers because they help us to go closer to the Krishna, closer to the reality. Although sometimes it may not be so conducive to our mind and senses, we may feel that why devotees are disturbing me again and again. They are saying, better I go and stay outside without the association of devotees. That's a mistake. We cannot do that because we cannot go closer to Krishna without the association of devotees. The Dhruva Maharaj also speaks about it in the fourth canto, ninth chapter, text number 11. He speaks about the devotees, as how he prays to the Lord that Lord, please kindly put me in the association of the devotees. And Srila Prabhupada gives a very wonderful purport on that. Right? Very full analysis of association of devotees, what benefits you get. Right? 5 types of benefits Srila Prabhupada writes in that. We can all read that association of devotees, how the bhakti becomes transcendental. Otherwise, it just becomes a material activity. In the association of the devotees, bhakti becomes matured. Maturity of the bhakti comes in the association of the devotees. है ना, क्योंकि दो भक्तों के साथ रगड़ेंगे तो सही में डायमंड का एक्चुअल पता चलता है कि हाँ ये सही में डायमंड है. हम सोचेंगे इतना रगड़ना क्यों प्रभु जी, थोड़ा एसोसिएशन अलग से लेते हैं. तो अपने मन के साथ रहेंगे हम, मेरी मन और मैं. तो डिवोटी आके बीच बीच में टोकते रहेंगे तो हम भक्ति में जिंदा रहेंगे. So devotee, that is not a disturbance. Actually, that is the help of the devotee. And Lord sends the devotees. Lord directly comes, or if he comes also, we will not able to understand. So that's why Lord sends his devotees. Go and help him out. And if we feel that this is a disturbance and let me go out of the association, then we'll be at the lost. So that's why the devotees association, Srila Prabhupada writes in that the bhakti becomes mature. It becomes different from the material activity. Otherwise, it becomes the same. Right? Other we have our own concoctions of the bhakti. This may be bhakti, that may be bhakti. Right? Evening program, from morning program to evening program we may reach. Right? Morning 4:30, by evening 4:30 also no problem. Right? Sometimes devotees say, students generally, Prabhuji, I think that evening chanting is much better, much taste I am feeling than the morning chanting. सुबह उठ के ऐसे भी सोते रहते, उससे अच्छा तो रूम में सो जाएंगे. सो के जप करने से अच्छा है कि प्रभु जी बताओ, आप ध्यान से बैठ के जप करना अच्छा है. दो माला भी करें पर ध्यान से करेंगे. So that's how the new conclusions will come out if you are not in the association, different things. Because mind cheats us slowly. Then we all know what will happen. So that is why this devotee association, right, is very important. And we have to know that who is the real friends, who are our real friends, who take us closer to the Lord are our real friends. They are our real bandhus. They are our, so many of the other people, right, they just they become entangled in the material world and they make us also become entangled. Right? So that's why we have to choose the right association. And if the association is bad, then the conclusions also will be bad, just like the Dantavakra is having now. He has seen it, the Salva has been killed, Shishupal has been killed. Still he is not understanding that, let me think about it. Who is the Lord? Who is this personality who is killing so many people? That much Salva has done 1 year of tapasya and he got that airship and he was like disappearing, appearing and then doing all that mystic, yogic and all that. Still he was simply killed by Krishna. So he was not able to understand it, that let me try to understand who is this personality. Yeah. So in the illusion he is running towards the Lord. And still the Lord, he is not only running but he is shouting at the Lord. Right? Using all the kind of the words in a Sanskrit, it's looking to be very attractive, but there also are different meanings. So how the acharyas have given the correct meaning of it, the words which have been used. Yes, he has used the words, but they have been correct way of understanding is this. The atastvam gadaya amanda, in which case Dantavakra says, my dear Lord Krishna, you are amanda, you are not foolish. And therefore, with your powerful club, you will now send me back home, back to Godhead. This is the inner meaning. And when we read the Acharya's words, Acharya's purpose, we will come to know about what's the real meaning of these verses which have been used. So now Dantavakra is running towards Krishna to kill him without understanding the Krishna's powers. And of course, the Lord is so merciful that even this personality is running, shouting of the words. If somebody says some vulgar words to us, immediately we become disturbed. Yes, even sometimes being devotees also we get disturbed little bit. How can he say like that to me? आपको इनको वैष्णव अपराध का बताना पड़ेगा. शायद ये वैष्णव अपराध कर रहे होंगे. उनको सबक सिखाएंगे हम. और क्या सबक सिखा पाएंगे? Generally, we also do something wrong only there. We also shout at him. We also fight with him. We fall into that mess. Right? Then there is all that kind of the different things goes on. But here you see the Krishna, even though he was running towards the Lord with shouting of the words, using that vulgar words and all, how Krishna is still merciful, thinking about his deliverance. And Krishna delivered him because this Dantavakra came in touch with the Lord. So that is why even though people may go with the anarthas or different things to the Lord. So that's why it's always to be recommended to the people. Recent class also somebody was sharing that somebody comes to us, we should always inspire them to chant Hare Krishna. All the problems will go away. Recently, one day, Nimai's marriage was there. That the day before that, we were just coming from that kuti. In the kutir, I went to meet the devotee. So there, one Mataji came and she just came to me and she was asking, प्रभु आपके चरण छू सकते हैं क्या? मैं बोला कि चरण तो हमारे नहीं छू सकते, आप भगवान का छू सकते हैं, प्रभुपाद का छू सकते हैं. तो नहीं प्रभु जी, हम बहुत कष्ट में हैं, हम इतने कष्ट में हैं. And she started crying. I was telling what is the problem in this world? Everywhere there is problem only. ऐसा नहीं कि आपका अकेला का प्रॉब्लम है. आप मंदिर में भी जाके सबसे पूछ के आइए एक बार, सबके पास कुछ ना कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम है. कि ऐसा नहीं कि आप नहीं प्रभु जी हमारा प्रॉब्लम बहुत बड़ा है. बोला ठीक है, वो जो प्रॉब्लम बहुत बड़ा भी हो सकता है, बट आप कृष्ण को बुला के बोलिए कि आपका प्रॉब्लम बड़ा नहीं है. कृष्ण के सामने जाके बोल दीजिए प्रॉब्लम को, और वो इतने बड़े हैं कि आपका प्रॉब्लम को इतना छोटा कर देंगे आपका. And then I told that if you want the problem to be solved, best thing is that sit and chant Hare Krishna. All the problems will be solved. हो जाएगा क्या? जरूर. कल मेरे को बहुत बड़ा कोर्ट केस में जाना है, वो कोई हो जाएगा, ठीक हो जाएगा. बोला हाँ बैठ के आप जब करिए सब ठीक हो जाएगा. And then she sat down and then again she got up and came. रोजी सही में हो जाएगा क्या? हाँ हो जाएगा, आप बैठ के जब करिए. And again she went down and sat and then she started chanting and she was saying प्रभु बोले, right? And she was showing to her relative that प्रभु जी बोल रहे हैं कि हो जाएगा, तो सब ठीक हो जाएगा. और दूसरे किसी और को फोन करिए, उनको भी बोल रहे हैं कि मैं मंदिर आया, राधा गोविंद मंदिर में, पता नहीं उनको राधा गोविंद कहाँ से दिख गए, बोल रहे कि राधा कृष्ण मंदिर में आए और वहां पर एक प्रभु जी को मिले, वो बोल रहे कि प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा, तुम चिंता मत करो. उनको भी बोल रही है, किनको बोल रही पता नहीं. एंड देन शी वाज टेलिंग दैट प्रभु सब ठीक कर देंगे, हम जप करने बोले तो हम जप कर रहे हैं अभी, हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा. She sat and then she was chanting Hare Krishna. So while leaving also she was again telling that I told her to go take darshan and pray to the Lord. Lord will solve the problem. After that she did not reply back. She told I'll call you back. She did not call till now. So let's see what will happen. Definitely, even the problem will not happen, still she will be purified. She will be solved. She will be, because of this mind the problem is there actually. There are no problems in this world. Because of mind, we think that the small thing will make it a very big thing. But after some years, we see that the same problem will become like useless. क्या इसके पीछे मैं इतना डर रहा था उस समय में? So why to get disturbed with this? So best is people when they come to us, give holy name. हो जाएगा क्या? हाँ सब ठीक हो जाएगा, चिंता मत करो. प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है कि नहीं? इल्यूजन को लेके हम बैठे हुए हैं कि हम शरीर है, मेरा घर चला जाएगा, मेरा ये चला जाएगा. सही में तो चला ही जाएगा, है ना? ये तो वास्तविकता है कि चला ही जाएगा एक दिन. बट बोलेंगे तो थोड़ा दुख होगा उन लोगों को, तो उसी तरह से उनको बोलना है कि हाँ ठीक हो जाएगा, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. बिकॉज कृष्ण विल रिलीव देम फ्रॉम दैट mental distress. Here it has been said that super soul, the object of meditation within the heart, who takes away our mental distress. So Krishna will take the mental distress. Krishna will purify the mind. Then all that big problems will become like nothing. So that's why devotees, we recommend, right, to the people that chant Hare Krishna, take Bhagavad Gita, read this. By that people's all the problems will be solved. Right? Srila Prabhupada also says in that Prahlad Maharaj section where Prahlad Maharaj says that I am very much concerned about these people who are not practicing Krishna conscious. That Srila Prabhupada in the conclusion of it says, I think that verse on the next verse, that people want to go to Himalayas for their own purification, but they are not concerned about this people living in the cities. So there Srila Prabhupada writes in the conclusion that we should be convinced that in this world, without Krishna, nobody can be happy. A preacher should be convinced about this fact. Right? Without Krishna consciousness, nobody can be happy. They may externally show that they are happy, but nobody can be happy. And that's what we see even in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, 7th verse, where Karpanya Dosho Bhata Swabhava, surrender. The first line of it, purport first line, Srila Prabhupada writes, the nature of this world is that sooner or later everybody is going to go to frustration. The world is arranged in such a way that people are going to go to frustration. Because whatever they are being attached to, that will be taken away. That's a fact. Right? Even if it is, we don't get it, we are the most blessed people. If you get it and we get attached to it and we've been taken away, the pain is more than that. So that's why it said, the higher you go, the harder we fall. Right? जब गिर जाएंगे दर्द बहुत होगा. फर्स्ट फ्लोर से गिरने, सेकंड फ्लोर से गिरना, अभी तो थर्ड फ्लोर हो गया हमारा, 3 तला. उधर से गिरेंगे तो और दर्द होगा ज़्यादा. Right? So that's why if sometimes the people not getting the things of this world, actually it's a blessing. It's not that we are not going to lose something, because this is all the illusion the world people are living with. So when we go to the Krishna, so that's why it's to be Dantavakra going to Krishna, it's a great blessing. Right? Last time we have seen even Salva surrendering to Lord Shiva. Yeah, the surrender principle which Krishna has kept. Right? This is how the Bhagavatam and everywhere has been spoken about it. How going to the Lord is most important. And nowadays people don't do that. Right? The more and more atheistic culture, right? They don't recognize the Lord itself, that there is some superior personality existing. That's why there is so much of frustration. That's why people end up their lives when things doesn't go in their way. They think that ending up the life is the solution. But the Bhagavatam and the scriptures and the Gurukul teachings are the first, right from the first day it is been taught that everything doesn't go in your way. There is some superior powers. Surrender to that powers. We are all we are all subordinates. We are never independent. So these principles are being taught. So then people, even if things doesn't go in their way, they understand that yes, the Lord wills or the divine power wills, it will happen. Otherwise, it will not happen. So they keep happy, continue in their life. And after this life, they will go to the higher destinations. So that is how the wonderful principles are being kept. But now the modern education, which has been taught in the schools and colleges, this has been killed. People are made atheistic. Right? Don't believe in God. Believing God is considered to be like a inferiority, and all such things have been spoken. But now let's see that things are getting improved, the central thing. So we hope that some wonderful things will come out from this. And then we see that, of course, today is Lochan Das Thakur's appearance day. Just so we see some teachings from his life. See, Lochan Das Thakur, yesterday was Jayadev Goswami's disappearance day. And today is the Lochan Das Thakur's appearance day. Disappearance? Lochan Das Thakur disappearance day today? Okay, Lochan Das Thakur's disappearance day today. So, of course, appearance, disappearance, same for us, because they are going back home, back to God, they are appearing. So, Lochan Das Thakur's life, it's a very exemplary of how, from the early days also, he was so closely connected to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. He took birth in 1520 AD, I think. He took birth, and then from there, uh, Lochan Das Thakur was born in Katwa. His father and mother in Katwa. Then he got the association of Narari Sarkar. He was a spiritual master of Lochan Das Thakur. And then he was get to hear about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Narari Sarkar. And he was so much of attracted from the early days itself, from the youth. But of course, during that time, the young age itself, people get married. So he got married very early age. But he was not at all interested in any of the material life. So he was more inclined towards reading Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, right? And hearing from Narari Sarkar about this pastime. So he was absorbed in that. Was in Kanda, like it's called Sri Kanda, the place. And there he got the after that he got the diary of Murari Gupta. Murari Gupta has wrote all the pastimes. And later part of the time we see Lochan Das Thakur has written this book Chaitanya Mangal. Chaitanya Mangal is the book which is written by Lochan Das Thakur. In that it's a Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, and then there is a Chaitanya Mangal. Very different kind of pastimes are there in Chaitanya Mangal, right, which was taken from the diary of Murari Gupta and Damodar Pandit also, later part of the time, the different pastimes which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has performed. And because the earlier childhood pastimes, Murari Gupta has very nicely wrote it down in his diary. So that he got, but Murari Gupta has written everything in the Sanskrit. So Lochan Das Thakur took that opportunity to translate into the Bengali, the book of Chaitanya Mangal, which is the auspicious pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which just a brief description of that Chaitanya Mangal goes that there are 4 parts in that Chaitanya Mangal. For the first one was the Shastra Khanda, like that, giving the Shastri quotes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance and how the pastime of the Lord, why he wanted to appear in this world. So introduction part, and the Mangalacharan, which he gives the is offering that obeisances to Narari Sarkar and Murari Gupta for getting this wonderful divine literature, for compiling that diary, and he gives that he takes the blessings from the Narari Sarkar and our Murari Gupta. And then the Shastri quotes he gives how this pastime actually has happened, how Narad Muni went to Dwaraka in the spiritual world, where one day Rukmini was been crying there, and then he asked that what has happened, and then he came to know that Lord Krishna is going to soon appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaura Avatar. So Narad Muni went actually with a reason of Narada's compassion, seeing that the people of this world, Kali Yuga, are not practicing Krishna consciousness. Seeing this condition, he was so disturbed that he went to the Lord to ask that, Lord, if you are coming or not. If you don't come, there is no hope for these living entities of this world. So Narada went with that petition or a kind of request from the Lord. So then the Rukmini was also crying, saying to Krishna that if you go from this place, how can I stay alone like that? And then Narad Muni, at the same time, he was very happy to understand that Lord Lord Krishna is going to appear as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And then he came back. Right? It is said that then in the Naimisharanya, where the Uddhava was also present there, so Narad Muni was discussing the pastimes, and where he discussed the pastime of Mahaprasadam pastime there with them, how Mahaprasad is glorious, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming to distribute this Mahaprasadam of, we can say, that holy name or the mercy of Krishna to each and every one. So that's how then the Brahma also came to know about it. Then Brahma started to understand how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how Krishna is going to appear now in this age. So then he looked back to Bhagavatam, and then he got the verse 11.5.32. Krishna Varnam to Sa Krishnam, how Krishna is going to appear as Gaura Avatar. And Brahma was very happy to understand that Lord Krishna is going to appear now. And then Lord Brahma told to Narad Muni, go and tell all the demigods also to take their positions. Drama is going to be set. The main role is already set. All the remaining roles you get it. So Narad Muni went and told all demigods to appear. So all the different demigods took their positions as different avatars. And then it is said that Ramananda Rai and all these great devotees also took birth, right, in different places to assist in the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that's how he concludes the introduction part of it in the Chaitanya Mangala, Lochan Das Thakur. And then he goes to the Adi Kanda, right, Madhyama Kanda, and the Sesh Kanda, it is called as, in that book of Chaitanya Mangala. And Adi Kanda has the 3 chapters, I think, or 7 chapters Adi Kanda has. And the Madhya Kanda has around 16 chapters. And the Sesh Kanda has the 3 chapters. And the Adi Kanda, the first 7 chapters were Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's all different leelas, pastimes, till the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu going to Gaya, taking initiation from Ishwarpuri. Till that time, all the different pastimes, very detailed pastimes, it has been said that it's been written in Chaitanya Mangala. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's all the different pastimes has been written. So because it's from the diary of Murari Gupta. So all the different pastimes which happened there in Navadip, Mayapur Dham, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed, all that different pastimes are there. Till that time, he went to Ishwarpuri to, in the name of his father Jagannath Mishra's Pindadan, he went to Gaya for that. There he got the association of Ishwarpuri, and then when he come back, then he started preaching Krishna consciousness. Even I think the marriage also, Lakshmi Priya Devi, Vishnu Priya Devi marriage ceremony also, very wonderfully been depicted in this book of Chaitanya Mangala. And it is said that the Acharya says that This is the only book, Chaitanya Mangala, Lochandas Thakur's, as the pastime of Vishnu Priya Devi crying. Vishnu Priya Devi, she was? Vishnu Priya Devi. Only. She was crying with the Lord, that Lord, she came to know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyas. So one day she asked the Lord that, Lord, I heard that through the rumors that you are going to take the sannyas. How can I live without your association? So she started crying. So there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says to Vishnu Priya Devi, saying that don't worry about it. And actually the human form of life is not meant for this. Just a material life living. It has a different purpose of surrendering to Krishna. So of course the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and then to Vishnu Priya Devi in that place. So she got uh, kind of pacified, and then, but still she started saying that, Lord, without your association, how can I? But still, I don't want to disturb your mission because this is your mission and you want it that, so I don't want to disturb your mission. So you can go ahead with that mission. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we all hear about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyas after that. Right? And then the sannyas and then the pastimes of it, it comes in the Madhya Khanda. The whole different pastimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed till the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entering Jagannath Puri. That all comes in the Madhya Khanda, in that section. And then the Sesha Khanda, the last Khanda is the Jagannath Puri and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyas. All the different pastimes which he has performed, how he has delivered the devotees, how he has went to South India, and then there how he did so many pastimes, going to Vrindavan Dham, the Ram Keli, and all the different pastimes which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has performed, very nicely depicted in this book, or written by Chaitanya, by Lochan Das Thakur in this Chaitanya Mangala. So this is a book which is written, and then the many great devotees also were very happy with that book of written by Lochan Das Thakur. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, he was always absorbed in the pastimes of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lochan Das Thakur. And the very famous song which Srila Prabhupada loved to sing was Parama Karuna Pahudu Hijana. Right? When Srila Prabhupada went to West, when he saw Gaur Nitai, he took darshan. Srila Prabhupada started singing that Parama Karuna Pahudu Hijana. And then the tears started rolling from Srila Prabhupada's eyes, that these are the two great personalities, that Gaur Nitai. Right? For us also, we are very fortunate that got the deities of Nitai Gauranga. So Srila Prabhupada loved this song, which is written by Lochan Das Thakur, that Parama Karuna Pahudu Hijana Nitai Gaura Chandra. In that whole song of it, Lochan Das Thakur is requesting the readers that kindly take shelter of this personality, Nitai and Gauranga. Even such a Pasu Paki Jure Pashana Vidare, Suni Jara Gunagata. Even the beast, birds, and all, just by hearing the Nitai Gauranga, they also get delivered. But this personality, Lochan Das Thakur, and as a stone in the place of the heart, that's why it's not melting. So kindly take shelter of this Nitai and Gauranga. So Srila Prabhupada used to sing this song, loved to sing this song, Parama Karuna Paudui Jana, written by Lochan Das Thakur. And of course, many songs are also written by him. Right? And as huh? Nitai Gunamani. So, like, so Lochan Das Thakur, right? In the year, I think it's 1545 or almost like 95 years he lived in this planet, performing different pastimes and then giving this great book of Chaitanya Mangala to the devotees. And the exclusive, some of them are like exclusive pastimes which we cannot get in the Chaitanya Bhagavata or Chaitanya Charitamrita, like that. So that is how we can remember our Acharya Lochan Das Thakur and the songs which he has been given to us, how they are very nicely put it in the form of the Vaishnava songs. Easily, just by reading them, singing them, we'll able to understand the conclusions of the scriptures, which has been depicted in the Bhagavatam and the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sri Lochan Das Thakur Tiruvavtiti Mahamotsav ki jai. Still we have time? Yes. 3.5 minutes still there. 2.5 minutes, I think. Any devotees, any comments or questions? Yeah. Yes.
Hare Krishna. So thank you, Prabhu, for for narrating the brief description of the glory of Lochandas Thakur, Chaitanya Mangala. Just add one question. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur very much emphasized on Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita. And he also he said that Chaitanya Charitamrita is more important because it has the philosophy. But Chaitanya Mangal had not been much emphasized by the Acharya, especially Bhaktinath Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. Somewhere I heard that there is some interpolation also.
Oh.
So I wanted to hear more about it.
I think you know much better than me. Any other devotee want to comment on this? I just spoke about it, Chaitanya Mangala, and this Duchandas Thakur, how is written about it. Now, how much is recommended? Of course, I also did not know about it till that time. I was hearing the Duchandas Thakur's pastime of Chaitanya Mangala and the description of which it is there in that. And the exclusive pastime of which it had of the Vishnu Priya Devi and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Only that much I know about it. I don't know much details. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I also said.
It's not about the book is not in market. It's not about the ability of the book, but how much the acharyas have recommended to study that book. It
We
has
also have,
very
I think. Here also we have. In DTV
yeah,
we have Chaitanya Mangala. Duchandas Thakur.
yeah. There are some quotes which we have like Srila Prabhupada pastimes like Mora Sanapati Bhakta.
Ah,
These verses are
Morasenapati Bhatta also
from
comes
that only.
from that book only, Chaitanya Mangala.
But the entire book, how much it has been recommended to study. Just want to hear. Somewhere I read, somewhere I don't know where I read. There is some interpolation there for Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur by not encouraging.
Okay.
I don't know the details.
So if you say Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Bhakti Vinod Thakur has recommended, in the sense they have not much recommended about it book. So just we can have a knowledge of it, how the Chaitanya Mangala, the different descriptions which we have, different pastimes which we have, and we can check with our seniors, whom we are respective seniors we have, check with them before reading the book of Chaitanya Mangala, so that we don't want to anything disruption of the acharyas or the blessings of the acharyas we want. But then the glory of Lochandas Thakur, a book which is written, how much is the wonderful narrations which are there in that, we can always glorify that about Lochandas Thakur's work which he has done, and he has given it in the form of Vaishnava songs already. So that all we can, with that much understanding which I have on this. Prem Sir, you want to comment? Okay, anything else? Any other comments, questions? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री लोचनदास ठाकुर तिरुभाव तिथि महोत्सव की जय।